All right, hello, and welcome back to the Crossword Vlog, aka Clog, Monday edition and Tuesday edition. Classic double feature to start the week. I've been going back and forth on that, but I generally prefer to do a double feature. I think it just flows nicely. You get warmed up on the Monday, flow right into the Tuesday. And of course, we have the high-tech spreadsheet here. So if you're following along at home, we are trying to complete all Monday through Sunday puzzles in under an hour combined. You can see that's a hard, it's a tall order. That's the phrase. Yeah, really got to warm up my brain, huh? Um, and to be honest, like this set of times is fairly solid for me, with the exception of maybe this Thursday. But even if I instantly solved the Thursday, that still wouldn't have been enough, which I think helps put into perspective how challenging this challenge is. I think there's sort of a false sense of confidence imbued by this first run at it. Um, Not first run. This is maybe like third attempt or so, getting that close, but we have not gotten even close to that time recently. But yeah, let's clear the board. Take a look at this. What can we glean from this little preview here? Really not much. It's debatable if I've ever really gotten any sort of advantage by looking at this early, but it feels nice to say that you're doing everything you can. So let's get it started. Gear tooth, like cog, Oreo, yeah. My heavens, good cog R. Baby's game, peekaboo, capo, oozes, Jeez Louise? No. Um, Shift, those are keys. Lies. Oh, geez, Louise. Okay. A phase. PJ's job. Holy. Slog. Noah's Ark. I think Astro. Angles. Sorest. Twisty. Est. Sty. Lest. Grin. Guarantee. No way, no. No way, Jose. Jabba. Oh, yes, maybe? Bye, Felicia. It's all name stuff. Beret. Asada. Feta. Fava. Handout hands deal. Avian. Hello. Sailor Ahoy. Mustache. Milk mustache. Raison d'etre. Sin. Rats. Total up sum. Or maybe add and then idle. And a nest. Cat person. Keep. Ales. TKOs. Al. People. Essays. Whoa, Nelly. Eries. Arena. Lasso. Nay. No, that doesn't make any sense. Swish. autopilot there. EDU, ad war, SFO, wool loss. You talking to me? Ion, I, Shiba? No, share. Okay. Nuts, mustache. All right. That was a great time. Even despite me getting, um, I must have just typoed mustache. I don't even know what happened. What did I have? Oh, I did MOU, and then I guess one of the letters was missing. That's on me. I think are both possible spellings. I'll never know how to spell this. Um, okay. Um, but yeah, let's talk about the puzzle. An interestingly large amount of long fill I felt for a Monday puzzle. I guess because the theme answers weren't super long. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I really understand the theme beyond it being, obviously like phrases that are said and the last word is a name. Yeah, I I don't understand how this is a hint to these exactly. I mean, obviously, you talking, these are things that are said, and then to me, I guess they're names. You talking to me? I that might be all there is to it. I'm not generally super picky on themes, and these are all very valid bits of fill on their own. So if you want to have this as a vague thing to tie it all together, that's all you. Uh, but yeah, it seems like a fine if vaguely weak Monday theme. Nothing wrong with that. I did like Cat Person. Peekaboo is cute as well. Not There's something in here that I didn't like, but oh yeah, Alkali. I thought that was a little. I've heard of alkaline things. I've never heard of alkali as like a word on its own. So crossing that with like TKOs is maybe a little spicy for a Monday. Est and lest, and etra, a lot of those little things. But overall, I thought the fill was fairly clean. I don't know what this Shira thing is though. Um, but yeah, overall, I do think this holds itself together a little better. I don't know what flack is. This is the problem with staring at these things too long. You'll keep finding things that are maybe not the best. But I think this was like slightly better than your average Monday puzzle. 5.5 out of 10. Um, and did I put this in already? No, I did not. 000351. So that's a great start. Um, if you hit under the 4 minute mark, that's an amazing Monday for me. I think my fastest is like 3 minutes and 15 seconds or something. Um, but yeah, here we are on this Tuesday. Interesting little kind of ugly blocky bit here. Makes me a little nervous. Just this shape is not very visually appealing, which yeah, maybe the theme is fancy or something. Let's get it started. A crisp. I know I spelled it. Inch long. A solo cup. I should know that. Tower of Hanoi. Uncle Pierre, I think. Sabi. Horse radish. Um, like the foods that answer the starred clues despite how their names. Okay. Vegetarian or something? Down. Sad. Um, Characterless. Crab, apple. Yeah, they're all gonna be Animal. Fruit from a bush. Gooseberry. Um, Handle. Tire. A spare. Hoagie. A sub. Uma. Wedding. Band. Chickpea. Uh, Halos, maybe? Stomach. Piranha. Okay. Gion. Boar. Reverb. Tiger. Something. Bring together. Unite. Sis. Tessa. Tiger. Nut. No cap. Overnight oat. Okay, sure. Um, Lily of the Valley, is that a thing? I feel like that's not how that's spelled. Elmo, though. Tree. A yew tree? Snow. Vegetarian, that was right, nice. Adults. Dilates. Emote. Gov. ETA. Divas. Served. Semi. Erasers. Mobile. Pinch. Nope. Metal. Dash. Eight. Orate. Based. Segued. Plop down. Split. Lotte. Teenage. Novels. In the road. Tor. Earl. Um, Edie's. Kira. On tap. TKO. It might be like that. Yen. Type B. Wow. All right. That felt good for a Tuesday. Like I feel way better about that performance than it did on the Monday one even. And I felt good about the Monday performance. Yeah, let's go ahead and slap that in. 0412. Yeah. Um, so just like that, if we tie all of these and make up 5 seconds here or there, we're in business. However, tying all of those and making up 5 seconds is much easier said than done. Let's go ahead and admire the puzzle. I take back what I said about being suspicious of this. I think part of what made it look visually unappealing from the I don't know what to call it, the preview basically was that I didn't realize that it was going to be vertically symmetric. But I think when you look at the entire thing here, it's a little prettier. Um, that being said, even then, it does have sort of a worrying shape where you're kind of nervous that the fill won't quite hold together, but I think it quite well does. It's kind of I've never really seen two theme answers stacked on top of each other like this. Um, but it worked. It all worked out. Yeah, I also was pretty proud of the snipe here. So I saw horseradish. I saw like, oh, like blah blah blah, despite how their names start. And it's like, okay, it starts with horse, and it's a vegetable. Seems like it's going like a these are all going to be animal things. vegetarian angle, and that helped a lot with gooseberry, for example. I think crabapple I might have gotten similarly quickly regardless, but gooseberry, that is not a berry I think about very often. But once you know that there's animals involved, it narrows it down quite a lot. Um, I think there wasn't a bunch of long fill outside the theme, but I think what medium stuff there was, it held up nicely enough. I liked Solo Cup in there. I like Piranha. I know it's not piranha, but I do say it like that sometimes for fun. Um, I know certain other reviewers might hate No Cap as Phil. I thought it was cute. If we have to deal with old-fashioned slang, the old people can deal with the new-fashioned slang. And this is very much in the lexicon, I have to say. So that's a plus for me, an active plus for me. Um, yeah, overall, I thought there also wasn't like a ton of three-letter fill, really. Obviously, we have TKO in here, as we had in the last puzzle. But yeah, okay, maybe there was a fair amount of three-letter fill, but nothing too bad. I don't know. This felt quite fresh as I was going through it. And I don't know, it just felt unique. The solving experience just felt very new. Well, very new is maybe a strong word. But because, the theme answers are stacked on top of each other, some of them are crossed, some of them are down. You've got this interesting shape here, which felt very, I don't know, it just felt new. This like, oh, and like the putting in the theme answers first. I don't know. I quite enjoyed this solving experience. And I am impressed that there's this much theme content in here. Um, yeah, one of my more enjoyed puzzles um, in the past few weeks, to be honest. Do I think it's like the best puzzle ever? No, but for my personal solving experience, I think this just hit me exactly right. Um, so you may disagree with this. Also, I've never heard of a tiger nut before, but that's besides the point. You may disagree with this, but and maybe I'm just the opposite of salty here, but I'm gonna give this one an 8 out of 10. I quite I quite enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.